could tell me I'm not with my way and go, yeah. I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Oh, they'll try a reverse here to start out. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at the defense for these Texans. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass. So fourth from the bottom, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Stroud out of the gun here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell with touchdown. touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Milton. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Throwing is Milton. Short throw caught by Pitts. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Cowboys at 5-4 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And that right there is what they're going to need to do, because this is not an elite unit. They've got to keep everything in front of them, rally up and make plays. What a lot of defensive coordinators call top-down defense. Don't give up anything behind you.
It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a 1st down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Let's go.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
To throw is Milton. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here we go with Kamara. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Milton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. Stroud now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Stroud to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 42 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw, it's Milton. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Dancing away at the 35. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Oh, and that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Cowboys 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Play action. Here's Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Stroud. Flush to his right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Texans 21, Cowboys 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go, set.
Here's Milton now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
In motion, the tight end. Now Milton. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Looking to throw. Milton. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Off play action. Milton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Let's go now.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They get this out left, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Back to throw. Milton. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right back to Pitts again. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Second and 10. In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw again. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown.
Alvin Kamara, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
On the quick, right?
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
All right.
A handoff running left, Mixon.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
And Stroud now to throw.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs.
This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Throwing is Milton. This ball down the field for Pitts.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down. Here's Milton.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
To throw is Milton. Back to Kamara for another catch.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Here's first and goal. Milton.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining